What's up, Ragin Nation? How y'all doing? This is Alex, you watching the Ragin Nation show Transformers 4 Edition. This is just a web series where we talk about all the things that matter to me for the production of the 4th installment of the live-action Transformers film franchise directed by Michael Bay. This is update number 37, and a lot of stuff has been going on, especially in Chicago. Filming is underway in Chicago, and they're spending a lot of time filming at the McCormick Plaza Square, and it involved a lot of exciting sequences, especially ones with explosions. And that scene is meant to represent Hong Kong. I've been debating with myself on whether that scene actually represents Hong Kong or China, but after looking at all the billboards and advertisements, that's definitely Hong Kong. Now, some people might be thinking, well, what's the big deal? Who cares if it is Hong Kong or China? What's the big deal? Well, actually, it's a huge deal if you look at it from the bigger picture, from the story perspective. Think about it. Why are they fighting in Hong Kong? Or why are they fighting in China? Why does the robot fighting or the story progress from Hong Kong to China or China to Hong Kong? What is the significance of China playing a big part in the story of Transformers 4? Well, here's why I think it takes place in China. Now, let's really think about this. I like to speculate about not just what robot characters are in the movie, but also about the story. You know what's in China? Dinosaurs. Or at least there were 65 million years ago, and dinosaur bones and fossils have been dug out in various regions and provinces of China. Dinosaurs, Transformers, Dinobots. That's right, Dinobots are going to be in Transformers 4, confirmed! Now, Michael Bay and the production didn't officially make an announcement that Dinobots are gonna be in Transformers 4, but I'm making that official announcement right now. You heard it from me, Alex Yu, from the Ragin Nation, confirming that Dinobots are going to be in Transformers 4. I'm announcing this because of this leaked call sheet which outlines all the characters and action sequences that take place in this McCormick Plaza Square shooting. And this list of action sequences include a fighter flying in and crashing, and also Dinobots attacking. Now, it said Dinobots, as in plural, not just one Dinobot, but more than one Dinobot. So there's gonna be at least one, there could be two, there could be three, there could be even all five, but you know that at least one Dinobot is gonna be in it, and one of them has got to be Grimlock. There you go, there's another confirmation. Grimlock is in Transformers 4. You can't have Dinobots in Transformers 4 without having their fearless leader. Remember that rumor that was going around that was stating that Greg Berger could be in Transformers 4? He said that if he was going to be in Transformers 4, he's going to do the character justice. You'll see. Well, now that rumor is looking to become fact. It also mentions that one of the action sequences includes a fighter flying in and crashing. Could that be a Decepticon flyer? Well, it turns out that other robot names have been listed in that leaked call sheet, including Cyclonus. You heard it right here. Cyclonus is in Transformers 4. Do you think that Cyclonus could be the main villain in Transformers 4? It's highly possible. He could, after all, be that ancient Transformer that has his targets set on Earth instead of Unicron. Now, that's highly possible. Now, if it is Cyclonus, then we won't get to see the real version of himself at the McCormick Plaza shooting because, well, he is a Cybertronian jet, which is a fictional alt mode, and he also is a robot. So all of his representation will be done in all CG. Now, imagine that. In my last update, I was telling you that Motor Master is in Transformers 4. Now, throw in Motor Master and also Cyclonus in that mix. That's badass. Motor Master and Cyclonus wreaking all types of havoc in the same Transformers movie. Transformers 4 is looking good so far. Other robot characters that were included in the list included Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Hound, and Drift. That's right, I said Drift. Now remember, a lot of speculation was going on about whether Drift was going to be the Bugatti Veyron because it was never confirmed by Michael Bay himself or on michaelbay.com, his website. Well, this leaked call sheet is that confirmation that Drift is going to be the Bugatti Veyron. There's also a character in the leaked call sheet by the name of Crosshairs. Now, could Crosshairs be the C7 Corvette, which we all thought at first was Slingshot? Maybe they changed the name because of all the fan outrage for the fact that Slingshot wasn't an aerial bot. That's highly likely. Last minute name changing is something that Michael Bay is no stranger to in the Transformers movies. And then there are of course the characters which they're just calling Pagani and also Lambo, which we all know is the Pagani Huayra and also the Lamborghini Aventador. They don't have official names yet, But, of course, they're going to be revealed at a later date. My theory is that the Lamborghini is either going to be smokescreen or tracks, and then the Pagani Huayra is going to be hot rod. And what about the Sonic RS? Where's he in all of this? Well, I think that he just has scenes in the USA portion of Transformers 4. Once they're in China, he no longer has scenes with the rest of the Autobots. That's just a theory of mine. Now, with regards to this call sheet being leaked out, I think that this is 100% real call sheet. I don't think it's that misinformation campaign that Michael Bay did with Revenge of the Fallen. Remember in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, or at least during the production of it, Michael Bay said that he's going to release fake information to throw off the fans so that they wouldn't know what to expect. And then that campaign kind of backfired because he said that he leaked a fake call sheet, but when in fact it was actually real and he claimed it was fake just to do damage control, because everything that took place in the fake call sheet of Revenge of the Fallen actually took place in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Well, I am 100% sure that he's not doing it this time around because of one thing, and that is Dinobots. Dinobots have got to be in Transformers 4. Why would Michael Bay lie about that? Dinobots is something that all the fans have wanted. You're not gonna put Dinobots in a fake call sheet and not actually have Dinobots in the movie. That would be a big middle finger to the fans. And Michael Bay would not want to piss off Transformers fans. Transformers fans are a very sensitive and passionate community of people. By faking that Dinobots are going to be in Transformers 4, is going to do more harm than good. Thus, I personally believe that this leaked call sheet is real, and that means the following. 1. Dinobots are in this movie. 2. Grimlock is leading them. 3. Cyclonus is a Cybertronian jet. 4. Drift is the Bugatti Veyron. And 5. Crosshairs is the C7 Corvette. It appears that Transformers 4 could be a crowd pleaser, especially to G1 fans. And speaking of Michael Bay pleasing the fans, I think that he must have been really paying attention to what the fans really want, because according to the call sheet, it looks like Peter Cullen could be appearing as a hologram driver. It says that Peter Cullen will be doing some stunt driving. Now, if that is true, that is freaking cool. And Michael Bay is going to win over a lot of fans by making a move like that. And because of that, I think that this will be Michael Bay's final entry into the Transformers franchise. And he wants to end it with a real big bang of a crowd pleaser. He wants this installment to be something that the fans always wanted, and of course, have this movie be a major G1 crowd pleaser by adding all these nods to the G1 fans, and I think that he'll get it right this time. Let's take a look back at the previous films. Transformers 1 was an introduction to the franchise and was completely experimental, and nobody knew what to expect. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen was where Michael Bay got a little bit overzealous and he got carried away, and he gave us a little bit too much, and it ended up being a big mess. Now, Transformers Dark of the Moon was where he gave us something in between Transformers 1 and Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. And it appears that in Transformers 4, he's doing something completely new and he's going back to his G1 roots. And hopefully, it will be a big crowd pleaser. Now, I'm not sure how long they're going to be shooting in Chicago at the McCormick Square Plaza, but keep your eye out for alt modes, and alt modes that we haven't seen yet. Of course, we've seen all the guys that have been announced, like Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Hound, Drift, the Pagani, all that, right? But keep an eye out for any alt modes that we haven't seen before. The one thing that I'm looking for is the rusty old cab, the flat-nosed truck, the really dirty looking one. Keep an eye out for that and see if it appears at the McCormick Place Square Plaza. McCormick Place Square, because if it shows up, that could be a Dinobot. Who knows, but if it doesn't show up at all, that means the Dinobots are completely CG, which means that they are going to be exactly like they are in G1, thus having a robot mode and also a dinosaur alt mode. Therefore, my original theory of Dinobots having Vico modes as their alt modes would be completely out of the picture. And the one last thing that I gotta say is that I think this movie is divided in two parts. You have the first part, which is the USA scenes, and then you have the second part, which is all the China and Hong Kong scenes. And the USA scenes will be dominated by Motormaster. I think that Motormaster will be the main villain in the USA scenes. He's going to have a big fight with Optimus Prime, and then he's going to get killed off by Optimus Prime. And then the movie progresses to China, where Cyclonus will then be the main villain for all the China scenes. That's my theory. what do you guys think about everything that has been going on at the McCormick Plaza Square shooting? And let me know your thoughts about anything that I've talked about in the comment section below. I'm out of here. I'm really excited for what's going on, and I can't wait to see the next update for Transformers 4. If you're in the Chicago area, get your camera phones out and start shooting because there's a lot of cool stuff going on. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more Transformers 4 production updates, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Stay tuned for update number 38 because we got a lot to talk about. This is just the beginning of all the excitement, alright? So you want to stay tuned for what's going to happen next. And also, if you want to chat about Transformers 4 production updates, like the Ragin Nation Facebook page because we're always talking about Transformers 4, and there's going to be some really cool contests going on where we're going to be giving away Transformers, alright? So, and Transformers related products. And also, if you want to chat with me directly, follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace. Other Cybertronian artifact that we know so far is that Energon sword, which also acts like a gun that Mark Wahlberg was carrying around, slinged around.